What is going on? My name is Josh Walker with Folio Weekly.
And Kaleb Stowell.
And we're here at Ink Factory Brewing, located in Jacksonville Beach, and we're here to try some of their popular drinks. So we have the Electric Beach, Sip and Destroy, Triple Whip, and then the Rat Town. So we're gonna try each and every one of these and share our thoughts on it.
Cut there, presumably.
Yeah, we've made cuts.
First one. Alright.
So that one. Oh, shit. So yeah, that one
This
is
one is Electric Beach, right?
Yeah, that one's the Electric Beach.
Alright, Electric Beach. It's honestly pretty good.
How would you describe that one?
It's honestly like, it's not as bitter as most beers that I've had. It's definitely less bitter than like your Bud Lights and your Budweisers. It was very smooth. A very smooth taste going down. I don't exactly know how to describe the flavor of it, so I'll leave that to you. But it was not bad by any measure. Yeah,
so trying the Electric Beach, I've had this one a couple of times in the past when I've come here, and it's really like citrusy, definitely getting like maybe like some orange, some lime notes in there, and it's like one of those beers you would have like sitting at the pool on a hot summer day. That's the sort of vibe that I get from this. It's really crisp, really nice and hoppy, and not too bitter, and it's like really good smooth beer. So honestly, I would give this like a 4.3, 4.5 out of 5. This is definitely one of my favorites. What would you give it?
I'm relatively inexperienced when it comes to beer. I'm gonna give that a nice like 3.7.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave some room on both sides, but as the starter beer of the day, definitely not bad.
Okay. So that was the Electric Beach, and now for our next one, we're gonna be trying.
What is it?
That is the Sip and Destroy.
Sip and Destroy.
Okay. I gotta say, that one, it doesn't have as much of a citrusy. It kind of tastes more of like, it kind of reminds me of like a Corona or maybe like a Modelo.
Yeah, it's not. I would go as far to say it's not as good as the first one, in my opinion.
I definitely like the first one for sure. That one's more like. It definitely is a really refreshing one. It's like really crisp. It's one of those that you can like have like a couple of those and sort of like knock them back.
Yeah.
It's like a really good, crisp, refreshing. Yeah, it's like really clean, really crisp. I would give it maybe like a 3.5 out of 5.
Yeah, I'm gonna go down to a 3 on this one. I think it's not bad, but I would rather the first one again, honestly.
Definitely. So that was the Sip and Destroy.
Now we've got.
And now we have the Triple Whip.
Yes.
This one is, honestly, I'm really excited on this one.
Yeah.
I've had the Triple Whips in the past, and each and every release that they've done, this one is like a bomb pop flavor, like the popsicles. So this is going to be really interesting.
Is this their sour?
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Oh my gosh, that's really good. It honestly tastes like you're eating like a mouthful of Nerds ropes. Like that sour, fruity.
It is very sour.
Yeah, that one's like really limey, cherry, tasting like some vanilla, like Madagascar vanilla.
Yeah, I think I saw it's I believe it's white chocolate in there actually.
Yeah.
But no, that's very good, very fruity. Much more easy on a non-beer drinker's palate. But yeah, no, I can definitely foresee myself getting very, very inebriated off of this.
Yeah, like that's a really good one. Like, if I was like not a very big like beer drinker or wanted something more fruity, like this would definitely be a really good go-to. It's like kind of reminds me a little bit like a sangria, like a red wine, white wine type deal, like
Not
really sour.
Bitter, very sour, has a sweetness to it.
Yeah, and it's really really good. It's one of those like you can have them at a party, and I think they do have a 4-pack that you can get like in the fridge of this exact one. Because I know they dropped it like I think Friday last week. So like I might have to snag a 4-pack of these when we go because that's really good.
Oh yeah.
What would you give that one?
I'm giving this. I'm gonna say 4.5. Saying 4.5 out of 5 on that.
Yeah, I would have to say like maybe 4.8.
Yeah.
I'm a really big sour fan, and like Ink Factory, like they don't play around with their sours.
Oh yeah.
I really like the sour.
I can't foresee it getting much better than that.
I'm a huge fan of that. And I think for the last one,
Rat Town.
this is the Rat Town, and oh yeah, they had an event here with like a surf movie premiere. I tried to come here on the first one, but like the weather was like really really bad.
Yeah.
And like they had to like cancel it, and then they like rescheduled it, but I couldn't make it there. But they did release the beer in honor of that event, so.
Oh okay.
Yeah, I'm super stoked that they still have this and can be able to try it. So why don't you take the honor and
Oh yeah.
yeah, you can try it first.
That is interesting. What kind of taste does that have? It tastes familiar. I can't place exactly what that tastes like. It doesn't necessarily taste like beery. It tastes very... Maybe you can help me place what I'm tasting there.
I don't know how to really like describe. Like it reminds me of like. It reminds me of like a Belgium beer, like maybe like a. Maybe like a Delirium or maybe like a Blue Moon. Like there's definitely like some citrusy, but like it's not like a very like punch to the face hoppiness. It's like a very like. Imagine like you have a beer, but then like not in a bad way, but you kind of like water it down on the beerness, but then you still have like that beer taste to it. I don't know if that makes sense. It's really hard to like be able to like describe it, but it's really clean. It's really crisp. It's honestly like definitely a summer go-to. Just have them on the beach, relax, poolside. I have to validate my parking on this one.
What are you thinking rating-wise?
Rating-wise, I have to say it kind of reminds me a little bit a lager, kind of more like a Mexican lager. That's what I was looking for the words. Like kind of like a Mexican lager, almost like Modelo-y, but then like really, really like blonde, crisp, like a Plinzer. I would give it like a 3.7.
3.7?
3.7.
I'm gonna say I don't think it was my least favorite of the bunch, but I am gonna say that it was my second least. So I'm gonna put it at a 3.4.
Okay. And that is the Rat Town, and
that is gonna be a wrap for Ink Factory.
And now we have, I think we're gonna be doing one other brewery. We can't say what it is. We'll just have to take you there, and we will see you at the next one.
See you guys there. Alright guys, welcome back. We are here at Reve in the Mayport area. Been open for about 5, 6, 7 years at this point. We're going to try one of each of their genres of beer.
Alright, so I'm really excited on this, especially the stout. I'm a really big stout guy. So yeah, we want to start off with a stout.
Sure, yeah.
And I think that one that should be the Must Be Mistaken. It is a dry Irish stout.
Gotcha. That is very strong tasting. Very bitter, but I did expect this from a stout, so not bad. It honestly has like a coffee-ish taste to it.
I was gonna say the exact same thing. I'm getting like a really deep, like like a really deep espresso taste to
Yeah.
it. Like maybe like a nutty toffee, maybe like some caramel chocolate
I
notes.
definitely get chocolate.
Maybe like a
caramel.
hint of like tobacco, and I'm kind of having that little like smoky bourbony barrel oak
Yeah.
taste. Really, I think it's pretty good.
Very good. It's not necessarily what I would go for myself, but it's very good for what it is. It's very good for all the stouts that I've had. It definitely ranks among the best ones. So I'm feeling gonna be a little harsher on it just because I'm not the biggest fan of stout. So take this rating with a grain of salt. But I'm gonna say like 2.7 for this one.
2.7? Okay. I would have to say, maybe like a 3.2, like 3.2. I'm a really big stout guy too. I'm more of like on the like sweeter side, kind of like more like a milk stout.
Yeah.
That's kind of like more my bread and butter, but at the same time, this is still like a really good, like, I'm a big coffee guy.
Yeah.
So like that's where it has me over like the big punch to the face of coffee. Yeah, so I'm sitting on the 3.5, 3.2.
Gotcha. All right. Well, let's move on to our IPA.
Okay,
So for the IPA, we're looking at
that's the feature head.
Feature head, which I believe is this one right here. It's pretty good.
Pretty good.
It's very similar to the one that we had at Ink Factory. It's citrusy.
The electric beach.
Yes.
Yeah.
I taste more of the like an orange, kind of like an orange peel, almost. Like aftertasty.
That one's really good.
Yes. Very good.
It almost, I might sound kind of crazy saying this, but it has like that. You ever had like a mimosa?
Yes.
It has like that really like crisp, like a punch to the face of like orange citrus.
Yes.
Really, really good, really crisp. It's one of those, it's definitely a really like summery, very spring centered beer, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Really good beer.
Yeah.
Yeah, really citrusy. I like the hops on that too. It's really like, really crisp, really clean. I would give that like a 3.9 out of 5. 3.9.
Yeah. I'm gonna say I'll go a little lower, 3.8 for me.
3.8.
Yeah.
Okay. So that was the feature head.
It was feature head. We're moving on to our lager. I'm saving the sour for last.
We could try the sour, kind of like cleanse the palate, and then like try a lager. So
we'll go with sour, which is
this one's the plastic rainbows.
Plastic rainbows.
So this is like a plastic rainbow raspberry.
Very raspberry tasting, which I mean you would expect from a raspberry sour.
Oh wow.
But very, very good. Not as sweet as the sour that we had at Ink Factory, and also not as sour. The one at Ink Factory was like noticeably sour, almost like a sour candy. This one is more sour in the traditional sense, I would say, of how a sour would taste. But it's very good. I'm thinking, I don't know. I'll let you give your thoughts before I give my rating.
No, that's a tough one because the one at Ink Factory that had more of like the lime, that had the raspberry, the white chocolate.
Yeah.
That was more of like a sweeter, like it tastes like you're eating a mouthful of Nerds Roast.
Yeah.
Just like in a liquidized form. This still has like that sour taste to it.
Yeah.
It just like not having like more of that sweeter candy flavor profile.
Yeah.
This is definitely like a really good like raspberry.
It's more fruity.
Yeah,
Almost.
it's more fruity, it's more sour, but it's not like a
Natural
sweeter sour.
Yeah.
Like, it's quite literally more of like a sour.
Yeah.
Not like fruity, not really too sweet, but it's like honestly, it kind of reminds you a little bit of like kombucha, if you ever had that. Like, it has like that sour, acidic bit to it, like a little like bite.
Yeah.
That's what I'm kind of getting from that, but it also kind of tastes a little bit like Red Bull. kind of reminds you of
It
Red
does
Bull.
kind of taste like Red Bull. But,
Yeah, validate the parking. You sometimes it has like that energy taste, like maybe
It
like a
does.
Monster, like a Nos.
yeah, like a default Red Bull or a default Monster has that kind of, I don't know, like that weird initial taste. And I'm definitely feeling it.
Yeah, like I'm a fan of that, honestly.
Very
Like that's really good too. Like pair with like maybe like a pizza or something like that, or maybe
yeah.
like a burger. I'm a huge fan, honestly. Personally, I like more of like a sweeter sour. At the same time, this is like also like a different sour, like a different sour that I've like never had before. I would give this like a 4.2.
I was gonna say I'm gonna give it a 4.3.
4.3?
4.3.
Okay.
I don't think it's as good as Ink Factory Sour, but not to bash this at all. It's just a different style, and this does what it is very, very well.
And I think that's honestly too like what makes it more like in its own like niche. Like there's the whole like chocolate cookies. Like there's Publix, there's Toll House, there's different ones. This is still like under that sour umbrella, but it's like in its own different it's subcategory.
Yeah, it's hard to pit the two next to each other because while they're both sours,
They're two different ones.
Vastly different.
Yeah, they're two vastly different ones. We had another sour that was like similar to this. Then we can kind of like differentiate it. But I mean, for its own category, I think it's pretty good as is.
Absolutely.
So and then our last one, that is the that's our lager.
That is our lager. Yes. So our lager is let's flip this. It is the Conejo Especial. It's a Mexican lager.
Ooh, I'm excited on this one.
That has a very similar taste to what we had at Ink Factory.
Oh, dude, that's good.
Yeah, it definitely has that Mexican beer taste that you get in like your Modelo's and stuff like that. It is. I think that's pretty good.
Dude, like it definitely has like that really like golden, crisp Pulitzer lager Modelo taste to it. Like it's a really bright like Mexican beer, and dude, it's really good. I might need to validate my parka on that really quick.
Yeah, go ahead, take your time. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that is my favorite non-sour that we've had today.
I'd have to give this one, honestly, I have to give it a 4.9.
I'm giving it
That's like, that is my favorite. Like, that is
That's
like...
your favorite thing that we've had today?
I love a good lager. Yeah, that's arguably like my favorite thing, because granted too, like we've had like our sours, we've had our IPAs, like, out of all of them, like, standing alone, like, that is like, that's really good.
Give it one more go.
It's just so crisp. It's like really crisp. It's really refreshing.
Really smooth too.
And like there's like a very small like hint of lime. The hops, they're very subtle. They're there. It's like not too like hoppy, but it's like one of those beers you can like drink it and like really enjoy the flavor of it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
I'm gonna give it a 4.1.
4.1. Okay. So this was Reve Brewing, and now we're off to another brewery to try out, and stay tuned for that.
Alright, see you guys there. We're headed to Hoptinger right now, our final stop on this little beer tour that we've done. So let's head inside and try our last few samples.
Let's do it. So we are here at Hoptinger in the Riverside area, and we have 4 samples to try. And we have, could you tell us what those?
Yeah, we've got Fishware, King of the Hill, which is an IPA. We've got the Sam Smith Chocolate Stout, obviously a stout. We've got Cappy Snack, which is a sour, and then we've got Bold City Duval Light, which is a lager. So that's what we've got to try from Hoptinger.
All right, let's start off with the IPA.
All right.
So really citrusy at the bat just from smelling it. Ooh, that one's really good. It's really, that's really good.
That is really good. It has a what is that? Yeah, it does have a relatively citrusy smell to it, but I don't get a ton of citrus in the actual taste of it. I don't know if that's
Maybe like more like, yeah, like it's not like a crazy like citrusy, but it's like a really good clean, crisp,
taste.
like yeah,
Just,
like a subtle.
I don't know how to describe it necessarily.
It's like a really clean like taste to it, but there's
Yeah.
like a subtle like citrus, but that little subtle bit of citrus really like complements like a clean overall crisp taste.
Yeah.
I would say I'm getting like more of a like a kind of a bit of a key limey taste versus like
that could
a
be more
regular
like-
lime, which maybe we're like I'm like getting a unique citrus profile to it.
It does kind of have a key limey.
Like it has like a sweet
It does, yeah, sweetness.
yeah,
to
like a
it.
sweet little like lime.
Right before it gets bitter, there's a sweetness when it first hits your tongue.
I would have to give this one. I'd have to give it maybe like a 4.4.
I was gonna say 4.3.
Okay, 4.4 and a
Same
4.3. Okay, so that was the
It's our IPA.
IPA, and now we have
Moving on to the
chocolate stout.
chocolate stout.
This is going to be interesting.
It smells very sweet.
Very sweet. Okay,
It is almost coffee like the stout from Reve.
from Reve. Okay,
Yeah.
or if it's like a milk stout.
That's not that bad. It is. I think it is a milk stout. It tastes very.
Oh, that's whoa. Okay, dude.
That's very coffee.
I haven't even tried this yet, and like just smelling it. Okay, like you ever took like a bottle of like like you know the smell of like Hershey's chocolate syrup?
Yeah.
I'm smelling like a very chocolatey, very syrupy, definitely notes of espresso, toffee. Dude, this literally, I kid you not, this is like a really funny story. So like when I was a kid, I was caught in a closet once just like chugging a bottle of chocolate syrup because I really like that stuff.
Uh-huh.
That literally tastes like I'm just squeezing a bottle of Hershey syrup like down my throat. It's really
it has
good.
It's
very chocolatey.
very strong dark chocolate aftertaste to it. Like it tastes almost like a mocha, like iced coffee.
That's what I was looking
Yeah.
for. Like, there's like that coffee, then there's that chocolate. It has like a
Yes.
very mocha. Honestly,
It's bitter. It's very good. I think it's personally better to me than the stout at Reve.
because you had like more. Like this has like more of a chocolatey.
Yeah, it's more chocolatey, less on the coffee side. It's
Because then yeah, there's some people that might like a black coffee. I'm a very
Yeah.
big black coffee drinker, and
Uh-huh.
I like that one at Rev that we had because it
Yeah.
had more of that espresso taste.
Mhm.
But then at the same time, I also do have a sweet tooth for some good chocolate, so I think it's really cool to have like a more espresso-y, bolder espresso taste of a stout,
Yeah.
and then a more sweeter, syrupy stout.
Mhm.
I really like that one.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think I have to give this one a 5. Like
Really?
I'm a really big stout guy.
um,
Stouts are like my favorite kind of beer.
Yeah.
I do like IPAs, but stouts, like, they're my all-time favorite, and this one arguably is like, that's the cream of the crop. I have to give it a
Here.
5.
if you want a stout, come to Hoptinger. But I'm gonna give this one. I'm not as big on coffee as Josh is. I'm gonna give it a 3.9. It's still very, very, very good. I never thought that I would like a stout as much as I like this, but very, very solid. So now we're moving on to Cappy Snack, which is their sour. Josh, do you want to do the
Yeah.
honors on the first sip?
I shall. Oh. It smells like, okay, like a pack of like Gushers, fruit roll-ups, like just every single flavor.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting like a very like raspberry, like a more raspberry taste to it. I like it.
Okay.
It's, I kind of reminds me a little bit like a raspberry like sorbet. I definitely say that's like a second in line from like the stouts that we had. Like the Ink Factory one, that's like my favorite one that we've had.
Yeah.
This one, I like this one more because it has like a sweeter, and then the stout that we had at Reve, like right below that.
Yeah. Oh, so you're saying
This is like number 2 out of like the sours that we
number
had.
2?
Yeah,
Okay.
from the ones that we've had. This is really good.
So you're saying Ink Factory number 1, this number 2, then Rev.
Yeah, I just have such a really big sweet tooth. I really love chocolate and like the chocolate notes in that.
The chocolate,
it really just
yeah.
that really won me. And then this has more of like that candy, raspberry sorbet. And then the other one at Rev, I really love that one. And also too, like it's really unique in its own like taste. It's like not as candy like, but it still has that sour flavor profile.
Yeah.
Which I really like. So then you can kind of have a different, more wider variety of sours.
Yeah. I think I'm in agreement with you. I think that the Ink Factory sour is still the best one that we've had. I think it's still, in my opinion, the best drink we've had all day. This is very good. It's very fruity. It's very sweet. There's almost no, in my experience at least, there's almost no like actual alcohol taste. It goes down very easily.
That's kind of scary.
Yeah. But it tastes great. I'm gonna give it a 4.5.
Okay, 4.5. Honestly, I'm thinking more like I think like a 4.2. 4.2 for that, yeah. A 4.2. Yeah, really light, refreshing. It kind of reminds me of like a raspberry kombucha. That's what I was kind of looking for. Like it has like that sorbet. It has like that tea.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of like a raspberry kombucha tea of some sort. But I really like it. So yeah like 4.2.
All
and
right.
then we have
our lager. Old City Duval Light.
What's it smelling like?
It smells almost like apple juice, or like apple cider.
Okay, that's really interesting.
It does not taste like apple juice or apple cider. It I don't know. It not to brag on it or anything. It has a very mild taste. Like it's not very in your face or anything.
Because like smelling it right now, like it smells like, you ever had like, okay, this is like so oddly specific, but I think you might side with me on this. Like you ever go into a hotel and have like ice cold apple juice that you can get from like the free breakfast?
Yeah.
It has like that smell of like a really concentrated, synthetic, but like not in a bad, like a synthetic appley. Like it smells really appley.
Like just your like grocery store plastic bottle apple juice.
Yeah, but then like, it's not there, but it's like a really more like.
It does kind of have I don't know if it's just the fruitiness of the sour lingering, but it does kind of have like an appley aftertaste. I feel like. I don't know if you're picking up on that or if that's just
like
me.
I taste a little bit of like an appley, maybe like a red apple of some sort.
Yeah.
But then I'm also like, it's a very like grainy. Like a very grainy, I can taste like the different like grains in it.
Yeah.
I definitely like that. It's a pretty like, it's a subtle, it's not a very big huge flavorful
it's not
lager.
I feel like out of the lagers we've had today, this is the least flavorful.
Yeah, this wasn't as like flavorful, but like it's still like a really good, clean, crisp.
Yes.
Like yeah, it has like good hops. It's really clean. Overall, like to me, like yeah, definitely like the good hops, the good flavor profile. It's a little more on the subtle side. It's still there.
Yeah.
Not bland by no means. But the other ones that we did have, those did have a little bit more of like the flavor profiles.
Yeah.
Than like the hop ratio. And to me, like personally, I like a more like hoppy beer than as much with like the big flavors.
Yeah.
So honestly, I would have to give this maybe like a 3.4.
I'll
3.4.
3.4. I'm
3.4. It's a really clean, like it's a really clean, summery. Like if I was sitting at the pool,
Yeah.
I would have one of those and just like
It just doesn't stand out.
it's really light.
It's a light one
one.
of what we've had today. It's very middle of the road, run of the mill.
To me, like, it definitely shines in its own sort of like branch. Like, it's a
Yeah.
very like
It's not bad by any means.
it has its own like unique character to it.
Yeah.
Like, it's like a box of like chocolates, and each one's like very different and have its own like special like quirks.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of those beers that like it just has its own like
It has its own.
vibe to it, sort
Yeah.
of. Like, I like it though. It's very light, it's very crisp, and it's a refreshing beer that I would like totally like sit back at the pool and have just on a hot summer day.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, I think just out of like all of these, I have to say like
That's your.
the stout's my favorite. I'm a big stout guy, and I
Uh-huh.
really got that huge like just from smelling. I'm like, okay, like straight up chocolate syrup,
Yeah.
and then tried. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's a mocha.
Mhm.
Like, if someone poured that in my cuppy at like 8 o'clock in the morning, I would probably think it's
Mocha.
a mocha.
Yeah, I mean it tastes very, very, very similar to coffee. Like, very similar. I mean, obviously a little hint of alcohol, but you can tell that that's what it's trying to emulate, at least in my opinion.
Because yeah, I've had some stouts too where it's like a more like heavier like alcohol percentage. I think like a 9.8, which honestly like, most beers are like between like 4 to like a 5
Yeah.
on the alcohol by volume level.
Mhm.
This, I'm not sure like what the volume is on that.
Yeah.
It's maybe like is like a 7, maybe yeah, between like a 5, maybe a 7. It's not a very big like punch to your face, and I think probably too like all the sugar and the sweetness is like making it go down really smooth.
Yeah.
But yeah, what's your favorite out of the ones that we've had?
From Hoptinger or
From
in
just
general?
just from like Hoptinger, like what was your
Just from Hoptinger?
Yeah.
I think probably the sour. I think what I've learned today is that I'm more of a sour guy. I always knew that I was, in my very limited drinking experience, I've always been a bigger fan of the fruitier or artificially flavored stuff, less so beer. So this was kind of an opportunity for me to expand my palate. But I was honestly shockingly surprised by this stout right here, the Sam Smith chocolate stout. Very, very good. I never thought that I would enjoy a stout as much as I enjoyed this. And then the IPA was also very good. Very pleasantly surprised by how good the IPA was here. What about in general? Or, well, actually, I know in general this stout is going to be.
Yeah, like just from here, like the stout, like
Yeah.
that is the winner to me. Like, and I think that was like the highest rated beer that and I think too,
Yeah.
like I've had like some stouts every here and there, but like this one, like I'm a big stout person.
Yeah.
This immediately won me, and I gave it a 5 because like I love a good sweet chocolatey coffee. I'm a big coffee snob. Yeah, this is my favorite from Hoptinger, and then when we went to Reve in Mayport, I definitely really love the IPA there because it reminded me of like a mimosa. So I was like, oh, like this is really good. Like this is like very like, you know that saying like it's 10 o'clock somewhere, like you have a beer in the morning. But, like it kind of like is like, okay, if someone like did a little switcheroo on a mimosa and that drink, I probably like wouldn't be able to tell the difference on what was what.
Yeah.
It was really good. And then Ink Factory, I definitely really love that sour from there because again, like the lime, the raspberry, the white chocolate, and it's also like a because they made it to the bomb pop flavor.
Yes. Yeah.
So literally, it just tasted like that and Nerd's Rope, and yeah, I just have a really big sweet tooth. But then I do love a pretty good bold beer.
Yeah. I totally agree with the Ink Factory. I think the sour from Ink Factory was delicious. Very sour originally, but as soon as the sour kind of leaves your mouth, you get the aftertaste, and it's a nice sweet white chocolatey aftertaste. And then from Reve, I think my favorite from Reve was their sour as well, which was
That was like the plastic. I think the plastic
rainbow.
Yeah, because you like more energy drinks, don't you?
Yes,
Like
I do.
I see you drink Monster. Like
Yes.
every time we're at an editorial meeting, you drink a
Yes.
Monster. So
Very, very big on energy drinks and sodas. Very unhealthy, but not that alcohol is any better for you. But yeah, I think that I'm just naturally, I just enjoy like fruitier beverages and things like that. So the sours are naturally more appealing to me. But yeah, no, I think across the board, the sours are my favorite. Followed honestly closely by, I think the lagers ended up being my second favorite, and then the IPAs, and then the stouts. We actually didn't have a stout from Ink Factory.
I know.
It's the only place we didn't. We had a Pilsner instead, which for me and for anyone else watching who doesn't know what a Pilsner is, do you?
Yeah, so like a Pilsner, it's like more of a golden, like, think of like your Modelo or like a Corona, like a Mexican beer.
Yeah.
It's more like a brighter, citrusy, very crisp, like imagine like a like it's a really sharp crisp of a beer.
Yeah.
Really, really good. And yeah, it kind of did throw me a little bit out of my tracks getting the Pilsner instead of like a stout. And I think Ink Factory was like, I don't think they had any stouts at that time.
Yeah.
Because I know like they do rotate their taps and they like do frequent stuff. And I think if there was like a stout to like put into that mix, I think it would kind of like balance out, because we've had like 4 flavors here, 4 flavors there. But honestly, like, I thought it was a pretty good little like surprise, because like I never thought I would try like the Rat Town.
Yeah.
And honestly, like, I might have to get a 4-pack of that too.
Yeah. No. Overall, it was very good. A very informative experience for me. I learned a lot about my my palate as it pertains to beer and other alcoholic beverages. Did you learn anything about this experience, Josh?
Yeah, I definitely learned, like, just with different breweries, like, how they'll make their drinks and, like, how they'll sort of, like, how they sort of, like, make their beers, and it's not just sort of, like, a one-size-fits-all. Like, if you were to, hey, I want a stout. I like stouts. But then if you try a stout at, like, Ink Factory, it might taste like this. Or if you go to Reve or Hoptinger, every kind of beer, it has its own sort of special charm to it.
Yeah.
So like trying different breweries, to me, like, I think that adds like a more excitement of like trying different drinks, and also too, like, it's really cool to like get stuff that's like made in-house as well.
Yeah.
Because then I feel like it's more like
authentic.
It's more authentic. Because I mean, like, I could go buy a 4-pack like out of a gas station. It's beer, you know.
Exactly.
But like local, I'm a very big support local. And to me, like, I feel like these are more, like, crafted with, like, someone must have, like, I like chocolate. Yeah. Let's make this chocolatey. Or I like coffee. Let's make it more coffee-based. Or, like, people have, like, kind of gave, like, their feedback and then kind of gave us these sort of beers. And I think they have, like, over, like, I know they have well over 50 beers to choose from here. I think they might have like 60. Don't hold me to that. But like when we were there at the bar, just like kind of waiting, there was like a huge line, like at least like 40 feet long of just like different taps.
Yeah.
So yeah, they have lots of options to choose from.
Exactly. No 2 beers are different. No 2 beers are the same, rather. But yeah, no, this experience has been great. My palate has been expanded quite a bit, honestly. Before today, I was the type of person that would never drink a beer recreationally. But after this, I can confidently say that there are a good number of beers that I've had today that I could sit down and have an entire glass of and not absolutely hate the entire time, which was my experience with beer up to this point. So yeah. It's been awesome.
Yeah, honestly, I agree too, and I think especially like if you wanted to like try a new beer, I definitely think flights are a really good option too, because like if you want to get one beer or whatever, then like you're not as committed to a full glass of that one beer in flights. You can kind of get like a little bit of everything. So if you try this, oh, I love that, you can get a full glass of that, and vice versa with all the others. But yeah, I definitely got my palate expanded a little bit more just with trying different breweries. I've never really been to Hoptinger. I've had food here, but like I've never really had their beer. And like I'm a huge fan, and I live pretty close to like this area, so I'm definitely gonna be like hitting up this place a lot more.
Yeah.
And then yeah, Reve Brewing, their pizza, I've had that before, but never their beer. And yeah, really good IPA all around. And yeah, I definitely got to expand my palate on just different breweries. But yeah, I think that's a wrap. So
I think so too.
Yeah, thanks again, y'all, for coming along with us. I am Josh Walker with Folio Weekly,
I'm Kaleb Stowell with Folio Weekly.
and we will see you next time.